Hello, everybody. Welcome back. How are you doing? It is Connor. We are back with another video. What is going on in your world? It's Leeds United. It's Norwich City. We've got all of your instant and pre-game and post-game bits that are going to be coming out for you guys. Make sure you're slapping a like on the video. What is going on in your world? Evening, Connor. How you, Paul? Evening, all. Big 3-0 win tonight. Rich says, thought he would have rested a couple and started Ramazani, but what do I know? I would have started Darlow, Verba, Ramazani, Nonso, Joseph. Wouldn't be risking Solomon and Harrison. Hey up, Corey, how's it going? Let's go, says Tony. Alan says, Eve Connor, let's get this game won and return to the top of the table. Certainly, mate. Certainly, indeed. Flipping heck. It's an interesting lineup, isn't it? A very, very interesting lineup from Daniel Farke. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to rack it up, which is really annoying. Sorry, guys, that's why I was late. I was just trying to find the lineups that have just been sent, but for some reason it is not showing. Get your thoughts in the comment section below, and whilst we do that, please get your discussion points on that lineup, because I know it's caused a lot of bother with you guys. I've got my DMs are getting hit up as well. So yeah, weird one, I know. So let's just flash it. If people can't flash it up, what we'll do is we'll head on into the Leeds United app and we'll go through it. Date added, that might help. No, you're just not being kind. It's one of those guys, with technology where it is not being kind. Hold on, we might have it here. Do we have it here? Hold on. Bash, yes, we do. Thank God. Right, let's get into it, shall we? Run up the likes up, everybody. Really appreciate that as well. Here we go. Starting 11 for Norwich, we're going to start on Leeds United. Start off with obviously Eli Mele, Bogle, Byram. Fucking hell, mind my language. Rodon, Ampadu, Tanaka, Rothwell, James, Solomon, Aronson, Peru. Okay, let's go from back to front. Okay, guys, normally you'll know on these watch-alongs, I'm not like this. Look, I see the lineup, really happy and all this sort of stuff. Literally, I don't think I've had a lineup this season, maybe one of which I've been a little bit annoyed at. This one's got me a little bit hot under the collar. He goes on a lot of times at Farke about rotation and the importance of rotation. Now, I've suffered my entire playing career up until I was 19, I'd say a very decent level. With hamstring injuries. They're an absolute nightmare. They are killer. Now, from what I understand, that's exactly what had happened to Manor Solomon. I understand it's treatment. I get it 100%. And look, it's elevated to what I ever did with it. But having a hamstring injury as of a week ago, or throughout this last week, and then coming back in, when you have Ramazani and Nonso on the bench, look, Daniel, we know it's your signing. We get it's your signing. Everybody knows Solomon is a Daniel Farke signing. Solomon's been excellent for Leeds, been absolutely excellent. I'm not annoyed at Solomon. Why would I be annoyed at Solomon? I'm annoyed at the gaffer because it's like, just rotate him. Just frigging rotate him. Put him on the bench. Let him recover a little bit. We know he's had 3 major surgeries in his last 3 years. Why would you not rest him up when Ramazani scored in his last game, got a goal, and then the game before in the cup he won us the game? Why would you not do that? That doesn't make any sense. It just, it's baffling, absolutely baffling to me, chat. I don't understand it, and it would have been a real opportunity as well to give Ramazani a go. Baffling. Don't get it. But there we go. And especially when we've got such a big game on Monday where we need Manor Solomon, I don't understand why you'd risk him in a game like tonight. A game which Leeds should win. At least if you put Ramazani on there, give Ramazani 90 minutes. I don't know. It's sus. It's sus for me. Has something happened with Ramazani? I don't get it. I do not understand it whatsoever. But as people are saying in the chat, if he does get injured, it 100% is on Daniel Farke. 100%. And then let's have a look at just some other lineups. Look, Byram, I don't get it either. I don't get it with Sam Byram. Look, I understand the nuance of putting him in. I get that. I understand that. But what I don't understand is when you've got Firpo on the bench, it just stinks to me that Firpo, because if I've mentioned before that maybe they're not fit enough and they're on the bench, but surely they're fit. Surely Firpo now, who's been on the bench for 2 games, he's fit. There's been no conversation about him not being fit. So why does he not start Firpo? Once again, guys, I'm not gonna, make this a thing. I'm not, but I just don't understand it. We need Junior Firpo back into our starting lineup. Guys, can you hear me as well? Can you hear me? Hold on. It should be. Oh, I'm so sorry. You won't be able to. A nightmare. Can you hear me now? It should be on. I'm so sorry for that, everybody. But you should have been able to see me through the Mac anyway. But yeah, I just don't understand it. It just doesn't mean a lot of sense to me. It doesn't mean a lot of sense to me. I think to myself, if you've got Firpo there, get him up to speed and then get him back into it. As Tomazio says, Firpo's much better on the left back than Byram. At least he's just a left back, isn't he? It's not giving Byram hate. Byram's not a left back. He can't turn out into space on his left foot. So we keep a left-footed player on the bench who's now been on the bench. It's just favoritism, man. Sometimes look. I'm a big fan of what Farke's doing right now. I'm content with it, but sometimes I'm just hoping this favoritism for certain players doesn't cloud his judgment, i.e. Solomon, i.e. Aronson at the minute, who needs a rest for me. I thought the weekend, everyone around me at the weekend was saying the same thing. And I'm not being negative here, everybody, but what I'm trying to do is, suggest that squad rotation is something that we've got to do. Even at the back, we've mentioned before, Verba. We're now going to see Ampadu, aren't we? For the if we don't hear good news coming back from Struijk, it's Ampadu at the back for the rest of the season, isn't it? Because we know what Struijk's form's like. So I'm happy about tonight, everybody. Do I think we've got enough to win the game tonight? I do, but I'm just a little bit annoyed at the fact that there's maybe 3 or 4 options there, of which I'm looking at and I'm thinking, why is he not rotating? Why is he not rotating Firpo back into that lineup for the end of the season to give us more offensive strategy, to give us a player on that left-hand side who can build up quicker, a better defensively minded Junior Firpo this season as well? But there's been no murmurs of an injury. That's what I don't understand. Is it maybe pre-contractual talks again heating up? And then Ampadu at the back. I'm just a little bit like, can we not just see Max there? Can we not see the Max there and just push Ethan back into midfield? I feel it's just a thing now. And, I don't know. With Aronson as well. I get it with Aronson. Aronson's probably the likely lad in there. But I just think to myself, he's just going to burn the kid out. He's just going to burn him. And you've got 2 top options at this level on the bench. I just think Solomon and Aronson, at least for this one, should have been considered for rotation. Yeah, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below as well. But yeah, it's annoyed me a little bit that. Norwich on the opposite have gone with Angus Gunn, Jack Stacey, Duffy, who played at Ellen Road last season, obviously in the playoffs. Callum Doyle, who, wow, what a player he is and what season he's had. Fisher, the academy lad, I believe. Kenny McLean, who Farke tried to sign in his starting tenure. Marcondes, formerly of Brentford. Onel Hernandez, who's been there years under Farke's first tenure. Lewis Dobbin, and obviously Schwartau. Now, they are without, Josh Sargent's on the bench, but they are without, obviously, new signing Jurasek as well, who is not going to be registered in time. So it is a weakened Norwich side. So regardless, Leeds should be home and hosed, guys. But it's just, I don't know, it just irritates me that I just think this is such an opportunity for rotation. Yeah, and I just want to get your guys' thoughts. Connor, it's not favoritism. We are getting results, and in time, these players Firpo will get their chance. No, but MHJ, it's not. I think the thing is, mate, there is an opening goal here. It's not about chances. It's not about chances. I'm being fair here. Sam Byron's been decent for Leeds, but wouldn't you rather have a natural left back? Wouldn't you rather have a natural left back to help out on that left-hand side, which is naturally going to aid us? This is what I don't understand. Solomon had a hamstring injury. We were told he had a hamstring injury. We were then told he was going to be a major doubt. So why are we not rotating on a Tuesday game at home at Ellen Road, at the fortress of Ellen Road, where your bench option has done really well in his last 2 appearances at Ellen Road? Why would you not rotate? That makes no sense, MHJ. For me, it doesn't make any sense. Come on, Connor. Repeated pattern of behavior from Farke. As a content creator, what the manager is. I do, yeah. I expected, to be fair, I expected a little bit of change there, I'll be honest with you. Solomon and Byram should be rested. Aronson and Peru should be prepped for second half. That's for Melee. We cannot even dream. Farke can tell me, Mark, what? Oh my God. It's just this. Sometimes it's like, sometimes I actually question producing content. Sometimes I'm just like, it's just this whole relax, you need to chill out. Can we not have a conversation? Can we not have a conversation about a football game? Is that not allowed? Utilizing rotation will prolong these players, your favorite players for the season. You've got 2 players on the bench right now who are going to aid that. For this game at home, an easier game than that would be on Burnley. Burnley, you want Solomon fit. Do you not? Do you want Solomon fit? I'd probably suggest yes. Do you want Aronson fit for Burnley? I'd probably suggest yes. So what you're supposed to do, in my opinion, in nearly getting into late January, is rotate when you have those options against a weaker Norwich side. That's what I would be doing. Shout out Danny in the building who's gifted a One Leeds membership. Shout out to you, Dan. 1-1. I just don't get Farke's decisions. Yeah, and that's it. It's not having a go at Daniel Farke. It is, but it is criticizing him. And some people just don't like hearing it. He'll get a win tonight. I think we'll win tonight. I've said 3-1. I'm very positive. Look at my video earlier on. But this whole come on, chill out. It's Farke knows what he's doing. That's fine. But you come to this channel for it not to just be an echo chamber and just go, well done, Daniel. Fantastico. Well in, Danny boy. Great decision, Daniel. Oh, a wonderful decision there. You know, and even the players, you know, we have constructive criticism on this channel, guys. You know, I've always been like that. You praise, but you constructively criticize as well. I want these players who are playing for Leeds United tonight to be rotated in a way that is going to prolong their season for Leeds United. Right now, playing in games like this, for me, when you've got obvious rotation on the bench, rotation who are in form, doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. Right, okay, let's get into a few more things then, everybody. What else have we got? We've got the last results between the 4 teams. Obviously, a 1-0 to Leeds win, a 1-0, the famous 4-0 in the playoffs, and 1-1 down at Canary Land. Forgot the name of the ground. Canary Land, what's the name of the ground? Oh, guys, let me know in the chat. It's been a day. It's been an absolute day. Team rating, Leeds on a 7.05. Team rating for Norwich is a 6.05. Goals per match, Norwich higher than I thought, to be honest with you guys, at a 1.6. Leeds at a 1.9. Goals conceded, the Canaries at 1.4. Leeds at 0.7. Big chances missed, both at the same. We've not seen that on the data charts beforehand, have we? Norwich hitting 46 with Leeds. Expected goals high as well for Norwich. Nearly 38, Leeds at nearly 50. And the key player for both tonight, I'm going to go with Dan James for Leeds United. And I've gone with Onel Hernandez for, I think he's down Byram's side as well. Down Byram's side. So wait and see on that one. Yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As you know, we will be going on the buzzer, but I'm interested to hear what you guys think in the chat as always. I was really looking forward to seeing Ramazani tonight. Thought it was a no-brainer. 100%, mate. Carrow Road. That's cheers, Aaron, AJ, and Gaz. Cheers, lads. To be fair, Farke has told a few porkies in his presses before. I'm a Norwich fan, can only see us sitting back all game, trying to get a point. Shocked he didn't start either Sarge or Cernak. We could be in for a long night. Yeah, Sarge is an interesting one because, because I think he's sort of an interesting one who could be pressing on Ethan Ampadu tonight. You know, Ampadu would have his work cut out a little bit, but I feel like maybe Josh Sargent is a little bit of a similar profile to Josh Windass in a sense, a bit of a presser. You know, similar height, similar athleticism, and Ampadu dealt with Windass very, very well. But I feel like he's a really good outlet, Josh Sargent, at this level, I think. Chris says, Farke doing Farke things. Annoying thing is when Solomon and Aronson are injured, nothing will come back on Farke. It will all be blamed on the 49ers. We know how it goes, Chris. Fingers crossed for tonight. Come on, Leeds United, says Hank Martin. Shout out to you, Hank. Thank you, mate. Would you have Firpo for the Burnley game? I'll risk it in tonight games if he's not 100% fit. That's true. That is true, Ian. I'm not getting the insinuation, though, that at the minute Byram's coming out. I don't know about you, Ian. I'm not getting the insinuation that this is happening right now. Tonight, once again, feels like an obvious time to put. Guys, it's the first time I've done this. The first time I've spoke like this about a pre-lineup in a long time. Like, seriously, a long time. I've not done this in a while. But this is the first one for me where he's got it wrong. Yeah, I think we'll win the game, but I'm talking about the longevity of the players. And if the players then go down and after the match, Solomon had a tight hamstring. It's like, well, why'd you play him, mate? You know, why'd you play him with the options that we've got available? For me, it's just, I don't know, it's just pretty obvious. Cher says 1-0 loss, can't wait. Nah, I think we'll win, mate. Did you see the Leeds X post? I didn't, mate. No, I didn't. Evening, Connor. If Gruev and Ampadu weren't injured in the start, I bet Farke wouldn't have used Rothwell and Tanaka all right. They would using Schmidt on the bench, right? Yeah, I think you're right, mate. Okay, right. He says you can use that same Firpo argument about Solomon, though. Why risk him? I think that's what I'm looking at, mate. It's you've got such a massive game. Look, if we're playing with the greatest respect Cardiff at home on Monday night, I'm not really that bothered. I'm like, but it's the fact that I'm looking ahead now and I'm trying a long-term thing. Everyone will be buzzing, hopefully, when we win tonight, and quite rightly so. But if we win tonight and then there's casualties, then it's going to be really annoying because he's had the opportunity to rotate, or there's going to be some niggling injuries. You're risking a guy who has had 3 major surgeries in 3 to 5 years, and he's had hamstring problems as of a week ago. I just don't understand. It's a minor miracle. To be fair to Solomon, he's playing, but I just wouldn't be risking it. You know, all it needs from a guy who's had hamstring injuries his entire life when it comes to football playing, and even on bloody 5-a-side nowadays, from a guy who experiences hamstring injuries, you just need to go a yard, put full pelt into a run. Seriously, 80% into a run, twinge as it goes, you're out for 8 weeks. Seriously. You get a serious grade and you're out. It happens to me so often. But Solomon, I think we just got to manage him well because we know how bad. He's only 25 years of age and we know how badly his injuries have caught up with him in his career. Leeds X official page doing an odd post on Peru and a signing image. Let me have a look, mate. Have a quick look. Leeds X post. Normally I get messages on these things, interestingly enough. So, yeah, and Berren Cross has just put out staggeringly. But you'll listen to Berren. You'll listen to Berren. Berren's put out there staggeringly. Leeds are unchanged. I wonder why he's putting staggeringly. To be fair, it might not be an opinion. It might not be an opinion of his. He might have just thought because of all the injuries we were speaking about, maybe that was it. Nah, Chrissy, I think he's just signing a shirt, mate. He's just signing a fan shirt. Nah, that's not a signing, mate. That's not a signing, not for me, bud. Connor, if you say Firpo and Rama are practically fit, mate, you think Farke will play them for the harder game on Monday? Maybe something more suits him. MAJ, that's a fair point, mate. That's a fair point. He's not going to do it though, is he? He favours Solomon. Look, we all know this. Solomon was his signing. Look, guys, gospel from what I know, and I think it's out on the ether now anyway in terms of some of the bits that slide into the public info. From what I know, which is very little, but sometimes you get slip things. He was 100% Farke signing, 100%. So that maybe gives you a little bit of an insinuation of how much he believes in him as well, which is great from a coach to player perspective, of course. But I don't. So for me, there's no way against Burnley. I mean, he's his starter right now, isn't he? But Ram is getting going. He's getting going. I just think tonight, electric pace, really on form. And I know Solomon's on form as well. Then rest Aronson. But that won't happen, will it? Aronson will never get rested. So we're having a conversation about Solomon and Ramazani because Aronson's the only 10 in the team. Nobody else can be a number 10. Wingers can't be number 10s. That's it. Square peg, round holes, even though they have the attributes to fit in that position. Even though literally, I'm at the game the other day and Ramazani is completely fitting into that number 10. Anytime he's trying to meander around the pitch, he just literally moves centrally. It's all he was doing. So, I think he could play in that number 10. Nonto does the same. Nonto's better in the 10 than he is wide right as well. Solomon gets injured tonight and Farke is in the firing line. Any more links with Leeds, Connor? Not yet, mate. I don't think we'll do anything. Russ in the building. Hey, Russ. Evening, Connor, mate. Stroud had a scan today. Should find out in the presser tomorrow if he's out for longer than 3 weeks initially mentioned. What do you think then? What do you think is this how it is now, guys? Are you happy as a fan base? Because obviously I'm part of the fan base, but are you happy now? Because I know some of you will be. Are you happy with Ethan Ampadu? Because let's say, hypothetically, glass half empty, right? Because we've seen this with Stroud before. He's out longer than 3 weeks, okay? If we're reading between the lines, Farke's a little bit worried as it was because, he was saying, it could be a bit longer. That's what he was saying in his press conference. It could be a bit longer. And he's right because, if he's having scans, they're probably a little bit worried about him. If he is out for longer, are you then okay with... Because we're not going to sign anyone. So are you then okay... To be fair, if Strauch is injured, it might kick them into gear. For a signing at centre-back. But are you okay then with Ampadu for the foreseeable? Because we know it'll be the foreseeable. Is that okay for you? Or are we now looking at a second season? This is worst-case scenario, by the way. But are we now looking at a second season where Ampadu, for the last 40% of the season, is going to be at centre-back? Because I don't want to see that, guys. I don't want to see that. I really don't want to see that. I genuinely look. I've always said Leeds have had options, and we don't need to go do things. But I actually thought Farke, with how he spoke about Verba in the preseason as well, I genuinely thought if a left-sided centre back got injured, he'd put Verba in there. But to an extent, it probably has surprised me a little bit that he's shoved Ampadu on Ampadu's weaker side and in a weaker position. That's where I'm a bit confused, because you've got a literal like for like centre back in Verba. So I'm interested to hear what you have to say on that. Russ has said both Berrin and Pope. Yeah, I think there's something there, mate. And that as well, I've said throughout that we don't need to. The thing is, none of us could have, if you go out and get Callum Doyle from Norwich, wow, what a signing that is. What Leeds have got to do is, if they're going to get a signing, let's say if it's a permanent signing, or I would like a loan to an obligation, I want to get a signing in. If we do a left-sided centre-back, I want to get a signing in who can come with us to the Premier League. I think someone like Callum Doyle, if City are willing to sell, will be a perfect addition in this Norwich side. Really, really good player. Has been excellent this season. I think Callum Doyle's the one I'd be looking at as a potential, competitor with Pascal. But then again, this season, if Pascal comes, but then someone like him coming in, he wouldn't get over Ampadu. This is the thing. So Verba's not going to get ahead of Ampadu in his natural position. There's more likelihood that Verba would get in at left back than centre back when Strauch's injured. Like, for me, that doesn't make a lot of sense. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, appreciate that, Russ. Cheers, mate. Hello, fellow Leeds fans. Emmett's in the building. Hey, mate. Yeah, I think I'm okay with Ethan at the back. We have a very good CM, and with Au and Rothwell, having those two in the team is key. And if that's the way we have to do it, then that's how Farke will do it. Would you look at, I'll tell you what, I'll stick it in the chat. Let's get a poll up, because I'm interested what you guys say here. Because I think it's going to be a bit of a 50-50 split. Guys, if you haven't already as well, you know what to do. Make sure you head on over to my second channel if you fancy a bit of general content as well. We're doing a few other bits on there, which I think will interest you guys. Links in the description. It is just my name, not complicated. Right, okay, so let's get another poll up. Guys, let's wrap these likes up, shall we? Let's wrap these likes up. So yes, 27% of you haven't liked the video yet. Make sure you do so. Start a poll. So Ethan Ampadu, so centre-back. I think you guys might go Ampadu, to be fair, but I want to hear what you say. So if we need a long-term replacement, if we have a long-term replacement, let me know who you would like to see. Would it be Ethan for a second campaign at centre-back for the remainder of the season? There I am. What would you do? Because I'm actually interested to hear what you guys have to say on this one. I wanted to see Ramazani starting tonight. Says he should be. He doesn't play half the players. He doesn't play half the players he has. He probably just doesn't want any signings. That's another thing, Cal. It's like if more players come in, what are we going to look like then? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we going to look like then if you're actually getting, a replacement LCB coming in? How are they going to get minutes? That's my question. I don't think so. Verba is always injured. That is the problem. That is one of the outliers with Verba. One of the outliers there. Let me know what you guys are saying in the chat as well. I want to flick between profiles here, which is really annoying. So we've got Verba. 61% of you want Verba. Wow. I didn't expect that. I thought it'd be the other way around. Didn't expect that. Honestly, you guys have surprised me. You have. Schmidt's just never going to get in, is he? Verba's always injured. Connor, have you seen the vid of the players going into the changing room where they fist bumped Ramazani and Nonto looked pissed? I haven't, mate. No. Dan says, I think Ampadu at the back is okay, but realistically, I don't understand where Verba is on the bench. That's the thing. You might as well just sell Verba, mightn't you? You might as well just sell him. But then I guess what you're looking at is worst case scenario. So they're not going to let Verba go then, are they? If Strauch's out long term, they're not going to let Verba go. So Verba's not going to be an option. The good thing is Verba will be an option, I think, obviously in the Premier League to leave. I think that's pretty unanimous, isn't it? Just watching through the goals again when we beat them in the playoffs. God, we absolutely battered them, didn't we? I can't remember if I was there this night. I'm pretty sure I was. So I went to Wembley, but I can't remember. You guys let me know in the chat if I did a watch on. I can't remember. Does anyone think Ampadu's the back will free up room for the midfield of Tanaka and Rothwell? They did so well. Yeah, and they did, mate. And they 100% did. And I think we all love that fact. I think we all love that, and there's a notion there, isn't there, that it's like, oh my goodness, like buzzing, absolutely buzzing. But yeah, look, I think Ampadu is still the best midfielder. In fact, no, Tanaka. I don't know, Tanaka and Ampadu. I love Rothwell. I'm a Rothwell guy. I'd be going to a 3 in midfield, to be honest with you, and taking Aronson out. You guys know that. I've said that all along. But yeah, look, if you're giving me 2, I'd go Ampadu and Tanaka at a push, and I love Rothwell. But Connor's got his favourites. But I've just said I'd bomb Rothwell out. So there we go. With the injury trouble and suspensions, Norwich, this should be a walk in the park for John Mallet, a Patreon, coming in with an absolute bomb. An absolute bomb. John, I'm interested in your thoughts, mate. Why do you think that? As well, everybody, sometimes I don't see the super chats as well, so thank you so much for all of them anyway. I forgot to say in the last video, thank you so much. As I say, we will be back with the Instant Match Reaction, your fan forum. Tom says, NCFC Leeds don't do walks in the park. Bob Young, fundamentally, Bob's done an Oscar. Fundamentally, I think Leeds will fundamentally, I like it, Bob. I like it. Cheering me up, mate. Do you know what, guys? I've been in a bit of a... Today, I don't normally do this. I don't normally say this online because I try to keep my personal... I've been on a bit of a downer today. You know, sometimes when just life gives you a little old punchy-wunchy in the old nads. I've been feeling like that today. I've just been feeling a little bit flat. So hopefully this will... hopefully I'm not too down. And look, I'm bigging you guys up in here as well. I absolutely love this platform, the little community we've got, which continues to grow. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit meh today. So if you've got anything to cheer me up, like Bob's just done, that'd be great. That'd be great. But it is a big night for us as well, isn't it? In terms of Burnley as well. Burnley away at Plymouth. But guys, yeah, as well, I've just been asked to put someone just said put your second channel in there. So I will do. Right, my second channel's in there, everybody, if you guys wanted to subscribe to it. We're doing Leeds bits on there as well. Amy's in the building. Hi, Amy. Good afternoon, all there in the UK. Paramount Plus in the UK. Is it time for another Melee Masterclass? It's 4-0, Connor. Have no fear, young man. A big win will cheer you up. Where is Montero gone? Montero has gone. He was very highly rated. My God. Martin Alderley Edge can do that to you. Do you know where it is, Martin? It's actually quite a nice place, to be honest with you. Alderley Edge. It's nice. Good for the soul, mate. Good for the soul. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen what I've tweeted as well, I'm going to put it on here. Right. Go. If any of you got... I don't know if any of you will have Twitter. In fact, no, I'll share it. Right. Look at this. Look at this, right? This will help some Norwich fans out as well, guys.
To take the lead, and Shelby Rose.
3 years ago, right? You ready? Sorry, I've got the debrief thingy on there. I'm gonna hold on. Right, 3 years ago, guys. 3 years ago. So look where he stood. This is, how did we not all look at this? From this point onwards, Newcastle went on a ridiculous winning run. Eddie Howe, pretty much, his job was saved after this. I think it was one of his first games. This was us in the Premier League. Look where he stood. Look where he stood. This is just ridiculous at this point. I'm just doing this because it's almost like I just tweeted out, this is 3 years ago. Chat, look at this. This is, how does this happen? So you're thinking it's going to be a good free kick. He's left a bit of space over here and it's going to go in. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't look. I'm not watching that again. I can't watch that again. I cannot believe that wasn't, it was because it was just chaos on it at Leeds that we didn't focus on that a little bit more. Imagine if that was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Good shot stopper, some people tell me as well. My God. Anyway, Leeds are coming out. Cheer me up. Oh, God. 3 years ago. No, mate. I think they live in Hale. Hope this game cheers you up, fella. You're great at what you do. Thanks, Ronnie. Legend. I always see you, mate. I'm not like down. As I say, I don't normally do this on here. But, you know, sometimes when you're a little bit like, maybe I should tell the chat. Maybe the chat, the loyal lads and lasses who are here. Yeah, maybe I should just tell him that I'm feeling a bit flat today. Given Amps was rushed back from injury, is anyone confident Amps will last the rest of the season injury free? Yeah. I mean, backup cover. Let's say if Strout's out for a long period of time, if he's out for the rest of the season, my goodness, yeah, we might have to wait. Dave's in the building. Hi, Dave. Sitting in work in New Zealand, hoping to be back top of the table by lunch, or it could be a miserable rat. Dave, where are you in New Zealand, mate? Carl, mate, I can't. It's horrible watching it again, isn't it? We'll just get the lineups up again, everybody, for you guys. We're about to not kick off as such, but we're close. So if you guys want to be reminded of the lineups, embarrassing, he's still our number one. Are you telling me Farker could be wrong? Maybe, mate. Rajiv in the building. Let's go Leeds. I live in Cross Flats. Ellen Road sounding good voice from here. Good man, Ducky. Good lad. Cracking mullet, young man. I don't have a mullet, mate. I don't have a mullet. Look, it's not a mullet. I did have a mullet back in. You guys all know the changing hairstyles of Conor McGilligan. I did have a mullet. Unless you mean John Joe Shelby, which I don't think you will have done. He's definitely not got a mullet. Calgary calling, hi, mate. Sat with my new girl. Ooh. Good lad, Paul. Paul. You dark horse, you. What's her name, mate? What's her name? Thomas says, I can cheer up Connor. Sheffield United look really average against Swansea. He only had 38 possession, no attacking strength, and only one with a dodgy ref. Should have been a man down. Norrington, yeah, he should have been, man. He should have been sent off there, shouldn't he? Love that shirt. Where can I buy one? What's that, mate? This one? It's the old Leeds one, buddy. Old Leeds one. Who's had the best transfer period out of the top three so far? Leeds. We've not had to do anything. That's what I go with now, mate. Leeds, we've not had to do anything. You've had a very good transfer if you don't need to do stuff, mate. But if you're asking me objectively, I'd say probably probably Chef U. Although I think the star signing of Enzo Lafitte at Sunderland's a top signing. That's the signing of the window. That's the signing of the window. But yeah, if you're asking me, who's had the best window collectively, probably Chef U in terms of improving their players. I was saying this, though. Can Tom Cannon and Ben Brereton Diaz play at Premier League level? It's my question. So that's what I want with Leeds. I want us to be thinking long term. Do you know what I mean? I don't want us to go out and sign a Tom Cannon. Tom Cannon, I think, will do really well for Sheffield United. But that doesn't mean Leeds should sign someone like Tom Cannon. Doesn't make any sense. And that's called squad building at the start of the season. So, right, guys, you know what we're doing. We get it set up. Here we go. Timer. We're going to refresh it. Hold on a sec. Right. Boom, we're off. Right, guys, I might be a little bit behind you, but there we go. Aronson, Bogle, Aronson, lovely football from Leeds straight away. Dan James is in behind here. Can Dan James put a good ball? And he has done. Ah! Oh, stop. It's 1-0 to Leeds. But what a start. Leeds starting like that. What's going on the last two games? It's 1-0. It's Dan James whips the ball in, and it's the man with the tightest hamstring in all of Leeds. Man, do not be limping. Do not be limping. We need you, man, for Burnley. It's 1-0 Leeds. And this little man, this little magic man at the minute, wow. What a turnaround he's had at Leeds. Man or Solomon, brilliant ball in from Dan James. Solomon predicts it. It's 1-0. As quick as you like. Insane. Insane. Brilliant stuff from Leeds United. You can't believe it. You actually can't believe it. It's 1-0 already. Like, this club doesn't do this. I don't understand what's going on. Now, let's not do what we did at the weekend. Let's press on it now. Let's press on it. Brilliant stuff, Leeds United. I can't believe it. I cannot believe they're 1-0 up. Bloody hell. Sorry, guys, as well. I was waiting for this crap stream to get going. They're appalling at the minute. I'm sure you guys are feeling the nip as well. But yeah, unbelievable. Leeds United starting already. Dan James offside. Insane. Leeds 1-up. Oh my God. Can you believe it? Hold on, we'll just adjust this timer. We're at 2. We're at 5. Bash. Right, guys, unbelievable stuff. Evening all. What a team goal. Told you Doyle is slow. He did look slow there, Joe. He did, you're right, mate. Correction, 5-0. 1-0, 30 seconds. Get in there. Yeah, mate, I think the streams are pretty dodgy. The streams aren't great. Very legally, I've got a Norwich one on, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Callum Doyle. Leeds chasing it down. Can't believe it, though. Cannot believe it. Leeds don't start games like this. Byron wins it. Solomon again. Do not get injured. Right, now sub him for Ramazani. How about that? Byron, bad touch. Oh, but gets fouls. That's a yellow card, that. It's a yellow card. Should be a yellow card. That's a yellow card. But he's not going to give him because referees are weird, aren't they? Aren't they weird? Oh, he's giving him it. That's surprising, that. He won't gonna. Sky Sports Plus says Joe. Yeah, Sky Sports Plus, guys. Joe's got it. Yeah, Joe's got it. Nailed. This isn't the Joe Donahue, is it? Because shout out to you, Joe. Leeds corner. Free kick. Mate. Dublin Joe. It's even better, mate. Ball played in. Yeah, it can't be the Joe Donahue. Dobbin coming away with it. He's robbed Joe Rothwell here. Dobbin in a really good space here. Leeds should be able to close this down. Dobbin's done so well. He skimmed past Brendan Aronson. Ball played in, and Bogle does well. On the seconds here, shot at goal, and Peru gets rid. I got reminded of this, guys, as well. Got reminded of this. Look at this. This'll make you laugh. As Norwich have the ball right now. Look at this. Right. So here we go. Look at this. Look at these beauties. That's why I was wondering. This is why I was wondering if it was Joe Donahue. Hold on. Oh, it's gone on it. It's gone. Just like the stream. God, guys, these streams are terrible, aren't they? They're really bad. But just in between, look at that. There we go. This was not. Look how long ago this was. This is why I was wondering if it was you. That's why I was wondering. Look, we're all hired at the same time at Reach. That's why I was wondering if it was you, Joe. Shout out to you anyway, bud. Let me get rid of that off the screen. What is going on here? Stick with us, guys. It's a terrible, terrible landscape at the minute. LUTV is looking minging. Okay, Tanaka. Yes, he does, mate. He does. I think we're looking at Norwich City's guys. Yeah, Shane is not happy. Shane is not happy. Looking at the goal again, it's a lovely ball. I think it was Brendan won it, and he put the marking's awful. The marking is awful from Norwich. I mean, how they've just let Solomon just wave in. Dan James in again, cleared. But Leeds are getting down that right hand side very, very easily. Joe says, Connor, myself, and my brother are travelling to Leeds for the game and going to the Swansea game on March 29th. Might catch you for a chat. Yeah, man, just add us on Instagram. Aronson wins it. Oh, touch. McLean comes away with it. Need to get him on the ball a little bit. Good player, McLean. Yeah, Russ. It must be some on the dodgy side of the Pennines, mate. We might have an actual ref, says Ducky. Yeah, maybe, mate. Let's just hope this keeps up. And we don't just step back. We step back, didn't we, against Wednesday? And I'm just hoping Norwich have got a little bit of a feel for it. It's a lack of chaos now. Cold, innit? Mate. Hold on, guys. Do. Mate. Who's down? Yellow card.
Somewhat cautious.
Tanaka yellow card. Looked harsh. Right, Norwich free kick. Yeah, Norwich just getting into it a little bit now, just getting a little bit more of a feel of the ball, which we don't want. Byron pressing well. Leeds winning it back. Throw him. Yeah, we don't want to let Norwich get back into this because we saw what happened at the weekend, didn't we, lads? It's a bit pinball-y at the minute. Norwich coming away with it on this left-hand side now. Getting a bit more of a feel for the ball now, Norwich, which I'm not a fan of. Back down this left-hand side. Good defending, really good defending from Tanaka again, and he wins a free kick. Excellent defending from Al Tanaka on there. Marcondes, I think it was there. Cheers, Joe. Top man. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we have started with a good tempo. Yeah, it looks soft, that, doesn't it? Still can't believe I paid 300 odd quid to watch Leeds versus Preston. Harry, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Thorpe looks pretty happy, though, have to say. Ball played up. Peru wins it. Well done, Peru. Dan James heads it again. Solomon's not got to it. Yeah, Leeds have just lost that intensity a little bit, I'd say. Lost that intensity a little bit. From that start, anyway. Ball played through, intercepted. Rodon coming away with it. Or it's Ampadu, I should say. Bogle. Leeds just need to get a feel of it again, I think. Goes back. Norwich slowly just getting back into this game. And it's not anything magnificent, Norwich getting back into it. Leeds just need to get hold of the ball, I think. Just take the zip out the game a little bit. Ampadu. Sam Byram. Rothwell. Looking for that winger again, but he can't because Byram's under a bit of pressure there. Why, John, when I've got a coat? Dan James. On that right-hand side. James tries to get it. It's not really happening in the final third at the minute, but he's kept it in play. No, he hasn't. Score kick. Throw in. Oh, well, guys, what's your review so far? It's been all right, hasn't it? It's not been bad. Has says, live in West Wales, so only can really get tickets through hospitality. Oh, well, Christmas present for the old man. Hospitality's all right, mate. Was there at the weekend. Posh Connor. Wasn't really posh. Shout out to Ross, who's there tonight. Awful touch from Ampadu. Ball gets played in behind Ampadu as well. Good covering from Joe Rodon there. Yeah, Ampadu. There you go. Pressed on a little bit there. Lost the ball. Ampadu. Lee's doing okay right now without doing anything absolutely exemplary, but that's absolutely fine. Let's just keep it ticking over, shall we? Rodon. Ampadu. Yeah, I have to say, it looks like Rodon's on. Rodon's actually, in all fairness, I think he is normally the left-sided centre-back, isn't it? Isn't he? I would rather Rodon be obviously the right-sided centre-back, but there we go. Ampadu. Rodon again. Ampadu. Has Aronson played a good ball there? No, there's too much on it, I think. Yeah, too much on it for Bogle. Should have been a better pass there from Brendan Aronson. You know, didn't have a lot of pressure on him. Joe, if you've just messaged me there, mate, and Farker's, that's done. Farker's nut in that ball. It does make me laugh how annoyed Farker gets. I mean, he's punching his hand there. He never comes across like this in the press conference, does he? Even slightly annoyed. On the pitch, he seems furious sometimes. And they're playing it out from the back now. Leeds pressing quite high, which is good to see. Rodon gets his foot in. James now has the ball. Does really well. Brendan Harrison, first time. No, Brendan doesn't do things first time. Ball been looped back in. First time, just needed a cross there from Brendan, but it's Aronson in it, so he'll always take a touch before he plays the ball in. That's what for me, what separates you, just your quality midfielders. People who can do it one touch. Brendan just can't do it one touch. He always has to have that extra touch. That just needed a quick fire across the box there for me. Byram gives away a Norwich free kick. He's going to get a yellow card. Flipping out. This guy is, I mean, that's 3 yellow cards in 12 minutes. Come on, Sam. Flipping heck, mate. That does seem a little bit harsh. Yeah, definitely right. Exactly, Mike. Solomon again. Ball played over the top here from Duffy. I mean, it is a yellow card, Sam. You've been spun, mate. It's a yellow card. His positioning's all wrong, and Norwich have got a free kick. McLean's over it. So's Marcondes. Niall, relax, mate. I don't know why. I don't know why. Just am. Yeah, maybe I just think we're going to win. Who knows? McLean puts it in the box. This is where it should be Ilan Mele's, but he's never going to claim anything, and that's a Norwich corner. Headed out by Bogle. Yeah, Norwich have got back into it, though, with all their injuries. I don't think they've been amazing, but they've got back into it. They look a little bit more dangerous than I thought they would. I thought we'd just run away with it, to be honest, after that first goal. But Leeds have definitely done what they did against Sheffield Wednesday and allowed Wednesday to have the ball. It's definitely a play by the manager that the players cannot take instruction like that. They can't just automatically all fall back. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Ball played in the box anyway. Headed out by Leeds. Well defended. Solomon with that press. Ball finesse back in. Out by Peru. Aronson wins a free kick. Lee's trying to move the ball quickly, and Peru fucking boots the ball out of play. What are you doing, Joel Peru? Aronson's on the floor, and Joel Peru tries to take a quick free kick and boots the ball out of play, like nowhere near its intended target. Like nowhere near its intended target. My goodness. Come on, Joel. If you're at least going to take it quick, make sure it hits its man. Aronson's still down. Same thing again. Aronson plays the ball. Oh, it's showing the goal. I thought it was happening again. Yes, MW. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Leeds 1-0 up. That's all we can say. Aronson looks like he's about to cry. Literally looks like he's about to start crying. Play restarts. Duffy. Doyle. Leeds pressing. Doyle. I think Norwich will be really decent next season. If few decent signs in. Some luck when it comes to injuries. They're just not having it at the minute at all. Still in this game, though. It's probably why it's doing Farkas nutting a little bit, to be fair. Here they come. Onel Hernandez. Inverting. Dangerous. Byram can't touch him. Onel Hernandez again. Unlucky. Nice little 1-2. Nice little move by Norwich. Showing signs of life. Good little build up that, him and Fisher. Have they spent the Sarah money? I don't think so yet, mate. I don't think so. I keep thinking the replay's 2-0. Mate, 100%. Same here. Keep thinking it is. Ball played forward. Leeds losing it again. Aronson, here we go. Really, now play the ball. He's played a really good ball. Joel Peru. Oh, God, he's so slow getting his shot off, mate. He's so slow getting that shot off. Aronson did really well there, to be fair. Played the ball early. That's what we want to see from Brendan. Joel Peru just takes an age to wrap his foot round it. Jeez, Callum Doyle, Duffy just eats up the ground on him. Flipping heck, man. He is slow, isn't he? Leeds corner. It's like an age to take it. Ball in, Rothwell. Headed out. Aronson on the edge. Bogle, don't go back. Don't go back. Solomon. Rothwell. I mean, Rothwell, come on. He's never going to get there in a month of Sundays, is he? Rothwell's gone for the 1-2, but I mean, Solomon's about 15 yards behind the play there. He's never going to get to it. Norwich throw. Norwich clear. Can Leeds win it? Tanaka, already on a yellow card. I wonder how many Tanaka's on now. He wins it back there. Oh, don't dive in. Christ, thought he was going to dive in there. The Leeds win it back. No, they get out of it just Norwich. Leeds pressing really well, though. But Norwich have done exceptionally well to get out of that. If they do, in fact, do that. It's not a foul, but the ref's a soft twat. Mind my language. Literally, Kenny McLean just thrown himself to the floor on purpose because they were getting pressed into oblivion there, and just because the referees are clueless at this level, he just gives him it. Leeds pressing again here. Solomon. Notice that Solomon, I think, has the most ball recoveries in this Leeds United setup. Bogle does well. The ref's not given that one, even though there's arguably more of a foul for that. Rothwell's lost it. Fisher's done well. Norwich come away with it in the transition. Onel Hernandez, who's looked rather dangerous, actually. Byram can't touch him. Onel Hernandez. Onel Hernandez, ball in. Headed out. Peru's got to keep hold of it. Does well. Keep hold of it. Loses it. Friggin' hell, Peru. Keep hold of that ball. Jack Stacey puts the ball in. Is it a corner? Come on, Melee. He's claimed it. Excellent. Well done at last. Yeah, Peru's got to hold on to that ball, guys. He's got to hold on to that ball better as a striker. But Onel Hernandez is looking a bit dangerous, you know. Looking dangerous. Slap a like on the video as well, guys. Really appreciate that. We're going to be back here afterwards with the fan forum. Make sure you're checking on in for that one as always. You guys seem to be really enjoying that, which is good. And Purdue. Roll on. Bogle. Road on. Norwich have definitely come back into it, though, I'd say. Felt a long 20 minutes. Tanaka on a yellow. Yeah, he is, mate. Yeah, there's a question about Peru in the Prem, isn't there? Definitely a question. It's just athleticism. The thing, it's like a timing of a shot like he had then. Like, the timing. Aronson's the same, though. There's a lot of this squad that would need churning. A lot of it. I think maybe we've got probably like 3 in the entire squad, Premier League players. Ready, anyway. Peru, Tanaka, good football from Leeds, and then Aronson kicks it out of play. Yeah. It's a little bit of weight on the ball there. The Pablo Hernandez caressed ball in would have been nice there. Let's have another check at the scores. A Burnley winning. I'm just having a quick check. A little bit of an update for you guys on that. Burnley still 0-0. They're only 9 minutes in, though. Portsmouth beating Stoke 2-0. Sheffield Wednesday winning. Leeds pressing high. Just going to get my notifications switched on for that Burnley one. Oh, McLean's a good player, isn't he? He's a really good player. Like on that half turn, he's very cool. Either foot as well. Norwich are looking good on the ball, if I'm honest. They're looking... Bearing in mind, they've got about 90 injuries. They're looking really decent on the ball. I'm quite impressed. Like they look as good as us on the ball in this game. 100%. We've just had that finishing touch. Maybe that's the difference this season. Definitely was at the weekend. Yeah, Sargent's on the bench. Yeah, I agree, Lorcan. I think that's a good comment. Solomon. Going to have to go back to Mez. Ball out. Bogle. No, I hear you. He's not working in the Prem. No way, I agree. Rodon. Tanaka. Bogle. Goes home. Rothwell. Ampadu. Oh, come on, Leeds. A few more risks taken here. Come on. Let's get our attacking game on point. Bogle looks like he's trying to do that. Great ball, Bogle. Feathered touch by Peru. Have a go. Oh, fell over. Yeah, do you remember at Swansea? Like at Swansea, he used to score some worldies at Swansea. That's brilliant from Bogle. It's a good touch from Peru. Gets it out of his feet. At Swansea, that's going bottom corner. Swear to God, gets it out of his feet, guys, and he just has to wrap it round and slips and it's deflected. Honestly, like I know he scores goals for Leeds. Don't get me wrong, but the type of goals he scored for Swansea, my God, he'd just be wrapping him in from 40 yards. Peru, ball in. It's a good ball in. Nobody following it in. Norwich come away with it. Tanaka does really well. Good defending. Connor ref, happy red card. Yeah, maybe, mate. Maybe. Bogle. Rothwell. Thing is that I think a lot of the time that they're not going to look to Byram as a runner because there's no point if he can't run on his left foot. Bogle, great ball. Aronson, come on. What is he doing? I don't understand what Aronson's doing. He's such a weird footballer, this guy, man. Like, I don't get him. Like, is he won a penalty? Like, what is he doing? Like, he's stretching for it, but just kind of like falls down. It's a brilliant ball by Bogle again, who's been the best player in this game. But if anything, he's just kicked Gunn in the face. It's bizarre. I don't know what he's appealing for. I ain't got a clue what he's appealing for. That ain't a penalty, mate. Get up. Burnley 1-0. There we go. Great. Oh, well. It is Zian Fleming. 11 minutes. Oh, well. Fuck, you can't complain if you... That's not a penalty, mate. In a month of Sundays, is that a penalty? I don't think he's saying it is, but it's not a penalty, mate. Good from Leeds, though. So we're creating a little bit more now, which is decent. Byram's got to be careful. See, I'd be looking at making that Firpo change now. So Onel Hernandez is running at Byram a lot now. And if he's doing that throughout the remainder of the 60 minutes, it's going to be a bit problematic for Leeds. Solomon's really got to help him out. Doyle. Fisher. I like the look of that Fisher. He's a good player. Doyle. Doyle again. Duffy. McLean. Oh, good football. I don't know where Sam Byram is. Where's Byram? Right back. Puts the ball in. Stacey. Oh, it's just over his head. Just over his head. Leeds living dangerously. McLean, ball in. Deflected. It's a terrible effort on goal from Fisher, that. But it opened up. They're right in this, you know. They are right in this. It's a stupid thing to say because, well, obviously they're playing a football game. But they've got some nice passages of play. Norwich have still got some good quality players at this level. Ball in from Stacey. Dobbin's just a bit too small for it, but he was at the back post there. They've got to what we've got to start doing is we've got to start just closing down McLean. McLean is the dictator. He's the tempo. He's the orchestrator of everything, really. Melee. He can't play the pass in front of the player, can he? Play the pass in front of the centre-back, Elan. Not to him, in front of him. Play it in front of Joe Rodon. Still just kind of, Rodon has to maneuver his body for Ilan Mele's distribution. Oh dear, need to get hold of this ball a little bit in the attacking phases as well. It's all right as having the ball at the back, but we're not moving fluidly through these transitions here. It's doing Farkas nutting, you can tell. Needs another goal ASAP. I agree, Amy. Ducky says they gave us a good first half at home last season, but dropped off. They did, yeah. Yeah, I agree, Conan. Good to see you over here, mate. Rodon. Melee again. Right, let's see if he can play it in front of the player. Terrible first touch. Hits it. Just the shittest distribution you will ever see, people. Mind my French. Ilan Mele's distribution is hideous. Unless it's to his two centre-backs, of which he doesn't play the ball in front of them, so the centre-backs can naturally run onto the ball, which Farker wants from the centre-backs. It's just terrible. His mid distribution is just terrible. Didn't even play it to the strongest foot. Ball deflected. Peru leads with a little chance here, but we're so slow with it. We're so slow with it. My God, I'm begging for Ramazani. Beg for Ramazani in those points, guys. The ball deflects to Peru. We recover the ball high, and we just look like we're never going to score in that position. It's sluggish. What's the point in having a press? What's the point in recovering the ball high if we only ever look like we're going to do something and we're potent on this right-hand side? God, that was such a slow way of going about it there. Oh, looks like I thought there was going to be a foul there. Byram, got to be careful, does well. Rodon. These transitional moments are a bit nervy. Dobbin up against Tanaka. Tanaka can't do anything. He's on a yellow card. It's never a foul. It's never a foul, man. You're just guessing. You're just guessing. It's never a foul. He stands there like this and just goes, blows it. Pause. Don't clip that up. Do you know what I mean, though? But they're in this game, annoyingly. So we're just not looking that explosive. We're not looking at that explosive in the attacking third. Get Ramazani on, man. I'm saying it. Ramazani. Just that quality in that third, mate. Great ball there. Fisher. Need that second goal. Oh, Joe, that's all everyone references, though, mate. I don't know if there's like, honestly, that's all I ever hear. Remember his distribution in the Arsenal game. Like, to be honest, mate, I even reference it every now and again. But that's the only game I can really remember. His distribution was just like world class. Aside from that, he's decent in that first season, but his distribution is absolutely so bad. If it's outside the centre backs, and that's even poor because he don't play it in front of him. Doyle switches it. It's a good switch. It's a decent switch. Onell's recovered it. That's what I wish we'd do maybe at points. You know, that long switch. So we can look at this. They're switching it every 2 minutes. It's a switchboard. I mean, that wasn't great. But I'd like to see us doing that a little bit because it catches the opposition out. Oh. Harrison plays on ice. Byram. Ross, who's at the game, who's at the game tonight, just says doing exactly the same as what we did again against Wednesday when we went 1-0 up, sitting back and not going in for the kill. Got to be an instruction from Farker. Yeah. Watch your score now, Solomon. Solomon. No options. We look really slow in attack. We look really, really pedestrian in attack. Solomon, who seems to be our only threat at the minute. Good ball, Tanaka. James. Bogle, we're going all the way across. James again. Leeds can't find the gaps. James runs. Nah, it's just, they're all within this space like that. They're all within this space. Aronson's just, mate, the creative side of the game, he's just not the one. He's just not the one. He's too erratic. He's done well this season, but I don't think I'll ever be fully convinced by him. It's just like those moments where he's in the box, like his running's good and his pressing's good, but it's just maybe the lack of composure from Brendan Aronson that I just can't get on board with. I'll tell you what, Onell's having a good game against Byram. Two seconds, guys. I'm just going to nip to the loo. Dan James, opportunity. James. Nah. I did, Bob. Had that top years ago. Yeah, mate. It's I'll be honest with you, it's getting a bit short for me now. And I bought it for quite a lot of money. I bought it for quite a lot of money. Oh, right. Road on. What did I miss? Bogle. Can I buy it off you, Connor? You can, mate. It's going to cost you a bit of money, though. I bought it for enough. Put it that way. But yeah, you can do. Harrison does really well on that half term. Excellent by Harrison. Dan James. Oh, good ball in. That's better from Brendan Harrison. Much better. Decisive on the half turn. Excellent. Dobbin. Tackle by Bogle. Brilliant by Bogle. Getting into the box. Good ball in. No Leeds player there to tap it in, but it's a corner. Bogle does really well there. Yeah, exactly, Lee. Lee's my salesman. Yeah, I'm going to see him. I'm going to see him in the summer, mate. Which should be good. Me and the missus. I'm a brother, to be fair. You know, that's if they turn up. Rothwell. Ball in. Deep. Byram. No, that's a very low threat. And see, we have no threat from corners now, do we? With Pascal not being there. We have zero threat. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw our, like, I mean, not that they were great anyway, but our corner, like, goals. I mean, how have we gone from a corner all the way back to Elan Melee there? Flipping out. But it wouldn't, like, stun me if we just started absolutely plummeting in terms of even just getting heads on goals, like first contact on balls in from our corners. Pascal was the only danger, really. Rodon's got a 50p head. Ampanu's about 5'10". And the rest of the team are all small. I think Byram's probably around 6 foot, to be fair. Yeah, it's slow, isn't it, mate? It is slow. It is slow. $250, mate. There you go. Ball through. Bogle. Leeds corner. Do we have a plan? Hope so. Bogle quality, I'd be more than happy with him in the Prem. Yeah, Cal, I think he wasn't helped with the three at the back. I mean, you should be helped with the three at the backs. It's an extra defender, but if you recruit better defenders and you have Bogle there, you know, in comparison to Norwich's, Norwich, Sheffield United's terrible player quality that they had in the Premier League, I'd be more than happy. And I think we would recruit in a much better way. I think the 49ers would spend a lot of money. Oh, that. But we don't look great here, guys. This is a very Sheffield Wednesday-esque performance, but it is boring. All right, mate. Boyle. Hold on. It's just Solomon at the minute, isn't it? That's kind of what we're looking at. Dan James is doing all right as well. But we're not moving through the thirds quickly. This is what you get with Ramazani. I know a lot of you don't like to say it as well, but it is what you get from Nonto as well. But we're not moving through these thirds quick at all. Solomon inside. No, it does well. Peru. Good feet. Really good feet. Have a dig. Nah, Byram's going to cut back. And I'll look at Sam. He's gone all the way back. He's offside as well. Well done, Sam. Fucking hell, man. Sam Byram just... Oh, good Lord. I don't get why Byram gets so much hate. No one hates on Sam Byram. We all know what he's about, but it's frustrating with he's so limited going forward. It is unbelievable. I mean, look at that fast flowing attack there. What is that first touch? He can't use his left foot. And Farkas shouts. He's going nuts. How can you not see it? Put Firpo on or put Schmidt on. You know what I mean? Byram's on a booking. Be proactive. Take Byram off at halftime. He's on a booking. He's not great going forward. Let's see some attacking impetus on that side. We don't have width. The reason we don't have width is because every single player inverts. So I just think it's just madness sometimes. Tanaka does really well. Gets absolutely nailed. James Rothwell gone long. Dan James. Tanaka. Does well. He loves the centre-back pass, though, doesn't he, Tanaka? He loves the centre-back pass. Sometimes I would like Tanaka to open his body up as well. I know a lot of people are not would never ever criticize Tanaka, but I think sometimes his body positioning is naturally to just go first touch back to the centre back. It would be nice for him to open his body up. Aaronson's done it a few times, to be fair to him. Yeah, but Tobes, his press resistance is unreal. But I don't know, sometimes if you just get him, sometimes I think there's an option for him to move forward, and he'll always take the option of going to the centre backs and just ticking it on over. Although I'm just extremely glad I thought Gruev would be starting tonight. James does well. Aaronson. It's like with Aaronson, I don't mind him, but it's like it's like you're kind of getting sort of like maximum, and that maximum's like 40%. Well, it's a bit harsh, 60% out of a player. I just think with someone like Ramazani, oh my God, like I just think the level's so much higher, and what you could just get in those positions as Byron wins a free kick and Farker's doing Farker's nutting again. Farker's very, very, very upset in this game. Yeah, comfortability is fine. AJ says, Connor, thoughts on why Nonto's form has dipped? Yeah, I don't know, mate. I will say that he's still one of our best players, and that's what we've got to bear in mind. That's not gone off a cliff. Like, he's still our best. I mean, Aaronson's he's just the guy's. Come on, am I seeing like a different guy? I think I do see a different game sometimes. I do think I see a different game sometimes. What I will say, AJ, is you look at the exposure certain players get in comparison to some of the substitutes we have on the bench. I do think that affects it sometimes. I do genuinely believe that. I don't think Solomon's been great, but in the, you naturally are going to take a bit of a dip, aren't you, when your consistency's hit in terms of the games that you play. And I think Nonto playing a few more games, obviously you're going to get a better Willie Nonto, aren't you? But, he needs to show it. But the thing is, Ramazani shows it and he still doesn't start. So what do you do, everyone? You know what I mean? 2 games in 5 days, and still we know who's going to be starting week in, week out. And I think it's a bit of a cop-out saying Firpo's got an injury. I don't think he's got an injury. I think he just prefers Byron, which is mad for me. Leeds are just not keeping the ball well at all. We're just really not keeping hold of the ball well at all. We could absolutely pile drive this lot tonight. They look all right, but I mean, that's a handball. They look all right, but you can tell they're missing players. I mean, ultimately, it's fine because Leeds are winning the game, but it just does sometimes get frustrating when you just know, like, in a game like this, yeah, better, in my opinion, better players on the pitch could technically just end it. And it's been kept a contest right now. For me, anyway. That's how I see it. Tobes, they're a decent team. They've got decent technical footballers. Mark Ondes, Kenny McLean. Fisher looks like a decent player on the ball as well. They've got good technical players, but we're allowing them to do what they want, because what happens is we get the ball in the final third and it's panic, it's rush, there's hysteria, there's no assurance on the ball. The only one in that front 4 at the minute who is providing assurance is Solomon. That's it. James. Burnley 2-0, guys. That's game over at Plymouth. There you go. Byron puts the ball in. No one's there. Ampadu. Tanaka. Puts the ball in. Better from Tanaka. Bogle. Ooh! Unlucky. Better from Leeds. Moving it quickly. I don't think Bogle meant to do that. I'll be honest. But yeah, Burnley 2-0 up. Yeah, that's much better by Tanaka. That's kind of the thing I'm talking about. Lovely, lovely ball. And didn't Bogle do well? I don't know if he meant to do that, but just getting a connection on it, I'm fine with that. Leeds corner. Rothwell. Ball whipped in. Ooh, like a potential penalty there for Leeds, but the ref's not giving it. And it's kicking off in the box. Marcondes and Ampadu. Ampadu looked like he went down for a penalty there, was it? Marcondes was following him. Couldn't really see it. There was bodies in the way. And that's it, everyone. That is it. That is it. Let's just have a quick look at some halftime stats as they come in. Solomon embracing Duffy, which is a bit odd, but there we go. But yeah, I think Norwich are right in it. I think Leeds have just shown a lack of clinical nature, really. I think we'd be aided by some substitutions right now. It's okay, but we just don't want that mistake at any point, do we? We just don't want that, potential hiccup that Leeds have hit before. But these are the stats going into the second half, everybody, which we'll be back for in just a second. But yeah, as you can see there, 50% possession. A terrible game of football, a hideous game of football. Leeds with the most shots on target, but look at Norwich's passes as well. You don't normally see that. Guys, we're going to be back for the second half. Make sure you stick around, like the video, and I will see you afterwards. We have got the fan forum as well after the game. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. We can get your thoughts and your opinions in. But for now, guys, I'll see you on the other side. Cheers. Hola. So Burnley have been having a fun half, haven't they, lads and lasses? Well, 5-0. Okay, so we don't want that happening too often because of the old goal difference. So let's not have that, Burnley, please, as we kick off. As we kick off for the second half. Let's get the timer running and we'll go again. Bosh. Oh my goodness. 5-0. Burnley just deciding to increase that goal difference. Jesus Christ. 5-0 at half time. Yeah, so there you go. That's why it wouldn't be. It'd be nice if Leeds sort of started racking up some goals, you know. 5-0. Jesus Christ, away from home. Madness. Plymouth still have 45 minutes to score 6. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Yeah, Muslich. I thought they'd appointed. I thought they'd appoint that's clearly, like, don't get me wrong. It's probably, you know, a case of Plymouth being absolutely shite, but wow, 5-0. I mean, they don't score that many goals. They're good. They're just good away from home. I mean, they're all right at home, but I mean, let's have a look at the results. Burnley. I'm pretty sure at home they've had like 4 draws, and that Sunderland game, Sunderland were better than them. Sorry, they were. Sunderland should have won that game. But wow, what a response! But they've got the last 3 home games: draw, win. They beat Watford actually, and then draw Derby. So 3 out of 4 draws. So they do draw quite a bit. Got some good fixtures though coming up, Burnley. Obviously us, but then they've got Portsmouth, Oxford, Hull, Preston, Sheffield Wednesday, Cardiff, Luton. How good are those? This is what I mean, guys. That they are exceptionally good fixtures. Really good fixtures. Yeah, exactly. Right. That's you've known, man. Throughout this entire YouTube journey I've been on for 5 years, I've gone on about goal difference. No one else seems to think it's important. Goal difference is so important. Solomon, it can be the difference. Good ball. Tanaka. No, poor from Tanaka. Really poor in that attacking third. Yeah, we've got to have the potency a little bit more here. We're just a little bit slow in that final third, I feel. Just a little bit slow. But currently we're still top of the table, but you know, we just need this second goal here, don't we? A bit more zip needs to happen with Leeds' offensive play here. Great ball. James, poor ball from Brendan Aronson. He's been poor, I think. I have to say. I think he's been poor. Interesting jumper, that, Connor. What does that mean? Does that mean you like it? Yeah, I mean, they are. I mean, Plymouth are absolutely crap. They are. They're a poor team. Let's have a look at Plymouth's results as well. This is what I'm looking at, everyone. Hold on a sec. This is what I'm looking at when it comes to Burnley. It's more like this. So, like, we're looking at. So, obviously, we've got them. We've got them here, which could be a big game for them. Well, it will be a big game for them. But look at this. This is when we've got our sort of tough run. They've got Portsmouth away, Oxford, who are doing well, to be fair, Hull, Preston, Wednesday, Cardiff, Luton, and it gets a tiny bit harder, I guess, here, but they've got a good run. They've got a good run up until April. So, yeah. Bogle. Dan James. Sassuolo vibes. Getting Thistle Hotels vibes with that. I think it is. Is it not? No, it's not. It's not. I think it was Thistle Hotels, though. Yeah, Declan, 100%, man. 100%, 19 games. Jesus Christ. Into the teens. Pause. But yeah, into the teen numbers. Tanaka. Good ball. Over the top. Dan James. does well, Dan. Cut out though. Jesus, we've been poor on this attacking third, haven't we? Tanaka does well. Oh, he's going to get booked. Tanaka's got to be so good. Tanaka might be going off, lads. Tanaka might be going off. Tanaka's going to go. Is he? He's walked away sheepishly here. Marcondes going tumbling around. He's not even touched Marcondes. Tanaka needs to be careful. He's not even touched him, but he shouldn't be diving in like that on a yellow. And then Ampadu makes the tackle. He needs to make a change. I don't like Tanaka being on a yellow card. He needs to make a change. Marcondes as well. Yeah, he's saying on the floor, is he not on a booking? So he's a little shithouse cheat, by the way, because that's why he started doing all the flipperoos there. And that's what Farke's saying. It's embarrassing that. It is embarrassing because and Farke's making changes now. He has to, because Tanaka's going to get sent off because he's that style of midfielder. He's combative. Genuinely, if I'm a Leeds fan, if I'm a Norwich fan, I am asking for him to be sent off there, by the way. I am asking for him to be sent off. He's lucky there, Tanaka, for me. I also know he's not touched him, but you see that. I mean, Marcondes, he's not been sent off, you absolute cheat. Get on with it. But he's got to make changes now. And the reason I'm calling him a cheat, everybody, is I can't stand the fact he's got up there and immediately asked about the player being booked again, because he's barely even touched him, but he's gone to ground. That's the problem. He should not be going to ground when he's on a yellow. Farke's got to make changes now. I'm even worried Byram's on a yellow. I'm worried Byram's on a yellow because he's up against, is it Dobbin on that side? It is. He's up against Dobbin on that side. Oh, no, it's on El Hernandez, isn't it? I don't want to see on El Hernandez versus Byram. Byram can't run anyway. Yeah, Gruev, I don't think it's a bad shout, Joe. But he's got to take him off. What he could even do is put Ampadu in the midfield because they're not getting much up top. What he could even do is put Ampadu up in midfield and then he could put Verber at the back. They're just showing the tackle again. I mean, he's flipped over here, Marcondes. I mean, he's rolling around. It's embarrassing, but there's an argument that's a yellow card. I can see why that'd be a yellow card, but he's got a... Yeah, there you go, Gruev and Firpo. Is it me? Fair play to him, though. He knows it. He knows it. But I think the annoying thing is it's not really been proactive. He should have done this at half-time, shouldn't he? But no, it's not been proactive. He kind of has to do it right now, doesn't he? Because Tanaka's going to get sent off. And if they carry on running, if they run at Byram for like 30% of this second half, he should be putting Ramazani on, but he won't do that. He'll put Joseph on in the 89th minute. That's what'll happen. But this game's got a bit of spice to it now, I think, because obviously Norwich are going to feel a bit aggrieved. The manager Thorup there was going up to the fourth official, as was Farke. Farke's on the edge, guys. He is on the edge. If you're watching this game, or if you're not watching this, just look at Daniel Farke. I mean, it's against his ex-team, so we know he'll be wanting to prove a point here a little bit. But Leeds can't drop. Look at every other result. 5-0 Burnley. That's gonna get racked up as well. Sheffield United winning, Sunderland winning. Leeds have got to, take this game away. We've got to win this game. We do not want to be going to Burnley requiring a win. These are your bankers. This and Cardiff at home. You've got to be winning these two games. Oh, Tanaka. Peru. Big chance. Peru. Oh, good save by Angus Gunn. Leeds robbed them high. Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree, Wib. I mean, Peru, I think he's got to do better there, to be honest, guys. Angus Gunn. Marcondes trips up. That's karma. Tanaka nearly wins it back, and Peru just kind of goes across his man. I mean, he's narrowed his angle. He's narrowed his angle. He goes on his favourite left foot, but he just go on your right. Go on your right side. He's gone on his left side, which has been cut off by Duffy anyway. Tanaka's coming off. And this will be doing Thorup's nutting, to be fair. He knows he should be off. Gruev on. Yeah, we ain't ever seeing. Look, Tanaka's even saying it to him. Look, they're all the Leeds bench are laughing because they all thought he should have been off. Look at Nonto and Ramazani. Pissing themselves. There you go. They all know it. They all know it too. That shows a lot when the Leeds. I feel a little bit more assured now, Firpo and whoever on, just in terms of just them not getting extra, cards. Dan James eats up the speed on heats up the ground, I should say, on El Hernandez there. Aronson always looks surprised, doesn't he? But Leeds have got some success in winning that ball high, by the way. It's just, we've had opportunities to put them. He needs to be making changes, though. I'd probably take, he's never going to take Aronson off in a month of Sundays, is he? I'd be bringing on Joseph now. And I'd be bringing on Joseph and Ramazani. Marcondes. Cheers. Old. Yeah, maybe. I just think in this team, they're playing out from the back. Leeds are catching them high. You put Joseph in. Put Joseph in. Joseph's going to absolutely harass them, isn't he? I think Joseph would be a smart move right now, to be honest with you guys. I think Joseph, you get that intensity from Ramazani as well. But we will wait for another 15 minutes to see any movement on that, presumably. But he had to do those changes. Had to. Because, he'd be just shooting himself in the foot, wouldn't he, really? You've got 2 players on yellow cards. Tanaka, if we're honest, should have been sent off. And Gruev's already picking up a foul. Okay, and looks like Schmidt, Ramazani, Nonto are all warming up. And Joseph. God, these are so poor. Joseph should have come on for Tanaka and gone two up top. Yeah, I know. I agree. Yeah, they're good. They look. Sargent's about to come on for them as well, by the way, which will give him a bit of a boost. Fisher, anyway, plays the ball out wide. Firpo does well. Well done, Firpo. Solomon, already the option of Firpo. Look at the difference that makes. Just the width. The width, guys. See? Just the width. God, sometimes I feel like I have to spell this out, but do you see the width? Look at this, Firpo. Ball in with the left foot corner. There we go. Width. The left foot. There we go. Classic example. We've not seen that the whole game. Not the whole game. We hadn't seen that. There you go. The classic example. For those doubters, those haters, there you go. Classic example of it. But Byram does everything Firpo does. No, he doesn't. Can't do it. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Exactly. His son Aronson has been the worst on the pitch. Yeah, he's not been good. Not been good for 2 games now. So, but he just doesn't. There's not a meritocracy with Aronson. Apparently, she can't play wingers in the number 10. Rothwell. Ball in. Is that Joe Rodon with the header? Joe Rodon, what is wrong with him? Why can't he header a ball? Why can't he header a ball? Show me a replay on that. Joe Rodon has gone up for a header and headed it back to Joe Rothwell. Let's have a look at this again. Ball in. He wins the header. This guy has got the biggest 50p head. On El Hernandez comes on. Cernak comes on. Positive change from Norwich. And then obviously Josh Sargent coming on for, is it Fisher? I think it's Fisher. They still think there's something here. I've got a bit of a bad feeling, guys. Like Schwartau. I've got a bit of a bad feeling. I was chilled before. I'm not so chilled now. I'm really not. By the way, everybody, Jayden Bogle's absolutely class. He's absolutely class. The way he's just recovered that ball and ran forward, literally Leeds had been a whole host of danger there. So good. So good, Jayden Bogle. Look at that. In a hurry of players there. It's brilliant that from Jayden Bogle. He's so good. He's so good. And to say there's still some people who don't rate him, he's literally one of our best attacking players. I think defensively, he's so overlooked. This is 1-1 written all over it. Yeah, I don't know. No, we are playing better in the first half, Connor. Do you think? What makes you think that, mate? I don't know. I'm not getting those vibes, to be honest. Stacey. It's another nervy one at Ellen Road, I think. Feels like it. He just will not introduce any more attackers, and he needs to introduce them very soon as well. Attack is the best form of this team's defense. But I think an opponent naturally grows with the amount of time they have on the ball. But let's be honest, Norwich, I mean, they haven't had a shot on target yet, so that's positive, I guess. Melee. Rodon. Well done, Bogle. Gruev. Peru holds it. Rodon. Ampadu. Firpo. Solomon. Leeds with no attacking options. Peru's got to move. Leeds look shite going forward at the minute. Really, we just, we're not cultivating anything from open play. We are recovering the ball with a high press. Just watch when Leeds have been fortuitous in this game. It's really been when we've been high pressing and recovered that ball high, like in possession on the ball. We've really struggled to manipulate space. We've really struggled to cultivate anything from open play in this game. I think it's been a bit of a glaring issue. Ampadu has to get that touch right. He does. Rothwell. Rodon. Back to Melier, who keeps smashing it in the direction of Peru when Peru's up against Shane Duffy, which I'm finding interesting with the goalkeeper's distribution. I have to say, everybody, Solomon's really gone quiet as well. Solomon's really gone quiet. There's a subs needed here. Subs needed. It's a tense game at the minute. Farker is on strings. He's very tense. So make some frigging subs then, Daniel. It's fine. Look, it's fine. We're not, they haven't had a shot on target yet, but you just feel that Norwich are going to get a bit of encouragement here with Cernak coming on, Sargent, Leeds not killing this game off. Jack Stacey. Firpo does well, and it's a Norwich corner. Just to plough down how important this game is, everybody. Every other team has won. I mean, Burnley have won the game. They're 5-0 up at Plymouth. We need to win this game. This is a banker. With the games that we've got coming up in February, this is a banker. Sheffield United, Sunderland, West Bromwich Albion, Burnley. This is the banker, this and Cardiff. So this really has to be 3 points. McLean. Ball in. Headed out again. Leeds win a free kick. Thank goodness. Oh. Great ball. Firpo. Excellent again with the width. Solomon cuts back into Firpo. Firpo puts the ball into the box. Back post. Dan James. Aronson over the bar. Goal kick. Oh, no, it's been kept in. Unbelievably poor defending from Norwich. Solomon ball in. Back post. Yeah! Dan James. What are Norwich doing? What are Norwich doing? Oh, my God. They've had an absolute howler. James gets the goal. Fantastic stuff. I was getting a bit worried there. What are Norwich doing? Calamity at the back for them. And Leeds United, it's Dan James on the double. Fantastic stuff. Get in there, lads. Thank God. Time to breathe. Flipping it. God, we needed that, it felt like. Felt like we needed that. Solomon. So Solomon keeps the ball in. Firpo has been excellent since he's come on, by the way. Looks so injured, doesn't he? James won the first one. I mean, Aronson just hit it up in the air. What is he doing? This defender has had an absolute shocker. He's kept the ball in play when it was going out, and then James has just put the ball in the back of the net. This number 35's had an absolute stinker there. What is he doing? Just let the ball go out of play. He's not let the ball go out of play. Solomon puts the ball in, and it's a Dan James goal. Brilliant. 2-0 Leeds. That should be signed, sealed, and delivered. Excellent stuff. Big goal. Big goal. Huge goal for Leeds, that. Mate, it's a good job. It's a good job I did those walking videos, because he wouldn't have had an idea on to do the walking videos without me doing it. So there you go. If he has been saying that. Bogle! Ooh, good save. Good save. Dan James. Ball in. Really good ball. Oh, I thought Firpo was going to get there then. Ampadu. Firpo. Been dragged back, does well. Firpo's made such a difference. Firpo's made a massive difference. Defensively, he's been put in positions the last two, and he's done well. And going forward, he's just showed that's the difference between Firpo and Byram. Someone who can use the left foot, and we can actually use width now. It's unbelievable. He has completely changed the game, mate. Completely changed it. That's it, Lee. You did prove the point, mate. Look at the difference as well. Look at the difference in Solomon as well. Look at the space he's getting now, because he's got an actual proper overlap. It drags the defender out. Graham. I read that wrong. I thought you said the Pied Piper. I was like, the Pied Piper. Angus Gunn. Oh, the 35's had an absolute stinker, hasn't he? What a stinker. Whew. Right, everyone. How are we thinking? What are we thinking after that anyway? Thank God. And that's the thing, we've still got Ramazani and Nonto on the bench. I'd like to see rotations now as well. I think this could be 3 or 4 if we bring those two on, especially Ramazani. I mean, come on. Rodon. Firpo. Bogle. We have finally 2 good fullbacks. Yeah, it's great to see that. Look how much better it is. Look how much comfortable we look. Look at it. Firpo makes such a difference, man. Such a difference. Like, if you have Byram and Solomon on that side, you've got 2 players who do the exact same thing. So, yeah, massive difference. Ooh, Bogle. Bogle, I think, is probably the man of the match, if I'm honest with you. Him or James, but I think Bogle's been exceptional. Oh, James does well. Oh, nearly nicks it. But yeah, Leeds have just got, there's a different level to Leeds now. There's a different level. We've massively stepped it up. Rothwell. Bogle, Rothwell. Yeah, goal difference, 100%. Oh, brilliant. Aronson, keep hold of it. Come on, quicker. No, he's going all the way back. And he's passed it beyond Bogle. Rodon. in it, Callum. But just do your own thing, man. Don't mention that. You don't need to mention me. It's fine. Just do the thing. It is what it is, though, isn't it? As he says, bless him. Ampadu. Solomon. Ampadu. Gruev. Furbo. Yeah, let's get Rads on. Come on, let's get Ramazani on. Not Rads. Bogle. Oh, Bogle, man. He's been so good. James. Aronson, has he just got in the way? He just gets it. He's just now in the way. Rothwell. Ooh. Rothwell goes to the penalty, and it's a second one not given. And he's given Rothwell a booking. What do you reckon? Penalty or not? Let us know in the chat. Pen or nay? Don't know. Nah, he's dived, hasn't he? Yeah. Yeah. Nonso coming on. And Ramazani. Thank the God. And it's the 70th minute again. Yeah, it's a dive. No, I agree. Oh well, my two favorites, or two of my favorites anyway, coming on. So here we go. By the way, guys, you know when I say two favorites, it's not me just saying like they're the best. I like technical footballers like those two. So yeah, people get really offended when I say Nonso Ramazani. But honestly, guys, there were people on my video saying Ramazani's been shite and he's not proven anything since his injury. He's been crap. Bearing in mind he played about 8 minutes. And a game against Derby where he did look rusty, but that was it. You know, I think he's back for 11 games and he barely played. There's people genuinely in my video, swear to God, saying he was crap. So this is what happens. You know, I've said this before, but you've got too many people who are really, really, really. Look, we all like Farker, of course we do. Some don't, but there's some people who it's like every single decision it must be the player's fault, and I think that's wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, player's got a bad attitude. The player's, the player's crap anyway. It's like, well, no, maybe he just doesn't fancy him. Bogle anyway here. Like, you'd have had some people saying Firpo was crap and Byron was better very, very soon. It'd probably taken another game if Firpo hadn't been selected. Aronson, who continues to play and has had poor games now. He's just, I think I'll be honest. I think at points this team does carry Aronson a little bit. That's how I feel. So Solomon's coming off. Is that Aronson? Is that Aronson? Solomon's coming off. Is it Aronson? No, it's James. James has been good, hasn't he? And Solomon has been good. Look, I get it with I completely get it with James. I completely get it with I get it with Solomon, but James, keep James on. Take Aronson off and put Ramazani in the 10, mate. Put Nonso wide right. Or wide left, sorry. Agenda. That's the one, mate. Oh, Pat, I know, mate. Imagine. I hope Nonso scores. I mean, obviously, I hope every player scores, but want to see him get back to his best, don't we? But two insane subs to make again, just showing our depth. Mez. But it's important we won tonight. Why? Because every other team wins. And it feels like it's getting to that point now where every other team is just winning as well, As Nonso closes down Angus Gunn. Rothwell wins it. So presumably that means Joseph's not coming on, or he'll come on in the 80th minute. That's poor from Rothwell. Just puts it out of play. Furpo's been the difference maker. Great to see him and Bogle. I mean, Farke must see that difference. I know that Daniel Farke, Sam Byram's his son. I understand he tucks him in bed at night. Oh, Samuel, let me put your comfy hot socks on, Sammy. I'll make you a nice hot water bottle. I'll get your electric blanket. We'll put it in over you, Sammy. And then we will get a nice hot chocolate, a nice cup of cocoa, Sam. And we can get you rested. We can have your knee in the brace. You might play twice in 6 games this time, Samuel. I promise you I will play you. But you are my son and I love you. Look, I get that. But look, Furpo's better, isn't he? So after all of that. The greatest player, Sammy. Tuck you in. Get you all refreshed, Sammy. Anyway, Jack Stacey. Good tackle, Ampadu. Just got an image. You know what we need to do? We need to get like AI sort of. You're on Twitter where you've got like just like tucking in Sam Byram. Oh God. Even the players must be like, he loves him. He absolutely loves him. Sammy, meet the family. Take you out to Germany and meet everyone with chef schnitzels and have a great time. Take you on the take you on the Ferris wheel, the Christmas markets. Oh, oh my God. I've forgot the giggles now. McLean with the corner. Oh, Melier with a punch. It's water, I promise you. It's water. Big bottle of vodka. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. We've missed it. I sound French, do I? Oh, God. I'm not saying it's the best. I just enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing his accent too much. I actually, honestly, there's times where I've been watching his press conferences where my girlfriend she just hears me mimicking him. Thinks I'm a lunatic. It's a great performance. Anyway, Leeds pressing on 77. Oh, God. I have lost it. I've lost it. Sometimes when you're doing this, every single day you do lose it, honestly. It can't always be criticism and negativity, can it? You've got to make yourself laugh. Furpo does well. Rothwell. Ampadu clears. Chill out, mate. You're gonna make me laugh. Ramazani. Unbelievable hard. Aronson. Pat, that's a damning indictment on me, mate. That's a damning indictment on me. Jesus. I reckon, imagine if I just did a survey. I mean, it'd be good for my impressions. People would rate my impressions, but I don't think it'd be good for the content creation sphere. Oh, God. Oh, man. Do you know what we're watching at the minute, me and my missus? Rob and Romesh. Have you seen Rob and Romesh? Oh, my God. Those two are so funny. Rob Beckett makes me absolutely crease, but Romesh is a funny guy as well. You know, in the touring round, not touring round, they're going round together on Sky. Honestly, last night they were at the UFC and I was crying with laughter. See, guys, I do have a life outside of football, I promise. Anyway, Norwich have it at the back. What we're saying, Joseph on in the 86th minute. Yeah. 86th minute, Joseph, definitely. Oh, I don't think so, mate. He literally, he makes me laugh so much. That guy, his impressions. I find impressions so funny. I don't know why. I just find them so funny. But he is, honestly, Daniel, what's his name? Darren Farley. He's so funny. There's Conor Moore as well, an Irish one. The reason I don't like him that much is because he's a scum fan. So, Farley's all right. He's a Liverpool fan, even though I don't really like Liverpool. But yeah. Anyway, here come Norwich. You can tell how exciting the game is, everybody. Entering the box here. Can they have a shot on target? Oh, all the way through. Bogle as well to stab it away. Leeds a little bit deep here. Yeah, his Rooney is good. Duffy. Still Norwich without a shot on target. McLean tries to get away from Gruev and does. Good ball from McLean. Out wide. Marcondes. Oh, John, your mum was German. Where was she from, mate? In Germany. Dobbin. Anyway, inside the box. Oh, well done. Well defended, Ramazani. Well defended against Dobbin. Should win a free kick here, but Ramazani's had enough. He wants, and that's a yellow card for Dobbin. That Ramazani did so well there. See how quickly he moved away. Is it Dobbin? I think it is, isn't it? So good from Ramazani that. And he had to kick him. Mate, I'm gonna have to start doing a cameo. Should I do a cameo? Should I do a cameo? And you can all pay me money to do impressions. I can't be giving this away for free, mate. I've got a couple of others in the locker, you know. But yeah, someone said to me I should start doing a cameo because you know what happens. It's wild, and I love the people who do it, and it makes me feel great. People honestly message me and they say, "Hi Connor, can you send me a video message of like happy birthday to my dad?" And it's like I'm so bad at it. Yeah, I'm terrible at it. It takes me about 8 takes. And my missus was like, "Do you know what? You should start charging people for that." It's like, what a thing to be charged for. Me saying happy birthday in a Daniel Parker voice. Imagine. Happy birthday to you. It's great. Great birthday. All the presents in the world. Yeah. Anyway. Leeds throw. Lonely. That's what it'd be, Jimmy. It wouldn't be OnlyFans. It would be Lonely Fans. No one would be there on mine, mate. 100%. Oh, God, those poor Leeds fans. They must be freezing. They must be absolutely freezing. Where is it where you guys... guys, I'm trying to entertain you here. I genuinely am. Nothing's going on. Oh, there might be something here. Bogle. Nonso. Here we go. Come on, let's conjure something up. Willie Nonso. Yeah, it's not working for him, is it? It's not working for him at the minute, Willie. He's just not got that exhilarating sort of impact, has he? That agility and that acceleration and just dribbling, ball carrying ability that Ramazani has. We've got to be careful with Ramazani though, because some clubs have got to be looking at him and thinking he is top. Melee goes long, falls on his ass. It's actually a good ball. Nonso, guys, Melee's played a good long ball. You'll think I'm lying, but I'm not. Bogle does really well. Bogle, Ramazani on the edge of the box in that number 10 role again. Plays the ball out wide. Firpo. Honestly, guys, just look at where Ramazani takes up the position. It's never out wide. Yeah, it does feel like it, Tony. It does feel like he's regressed a little bit. Thanks, Jasper. Rothwell. Bogle. Peru. Bogle. Oh, good ball. Oh, I thought Nonso got through them. Yeah, it feels like this is petering out. It's been a crap game, man, it, guys. My goodness, but it is what it is. If Leeds win the game, Kenny McLean comes away with it. Good little interchange there as Peru pulls him back and he's going to get a card. It's -10 where I am. Willie, where are you, mate? I'm not asking myself that question. And where are you? That's Willie here, guys. I know you're going to cling on to that. Willie, where are you? Where are you, Willie? Where is my Willie? Let us know, mate. Was Tanaka lucky to not be sent off? Yes, mate. I would say so. I'd definitely be calling for him to be sent off. Oh, it looks like Parag's there. I mean, Angus must be absolutely freezing. He's just wearing a blazer and a thin overcoat, trying to look stylish. Get yourself a puffer coat, mate. Jack Stacey. Furpod as well. But I'm sorry, Furpo's level has just increased so much. You know, did I expect him to be like he is now? And it is in the Championship. But if you're giving Aronson flowers, James flowers for their improvement at this level, which they weren't good in the Premier League, you've got to give them to Firpo as well. Marcondes. It'd be a shame if Leeds conceded now. Let's get another clean sheet. Come on. Marcondes puts it in the box. Headed out. Ramazani knocks it over Dobbin. Just can't get to the other side of it. Yeah, Emmett, we shouldn't we shouldn't take that for granted though, should we? A 2-0 win. Howdy, Jasper. Yeah, I don't think Joseph's getting on, is he? I don't mind as much now, to be honest. I'd rather, I think it'd be a bit of a kick in the balls, to be honest, if he was brought on. So I don't really mind right now. Yeah, Lowry. Yeah, I think Lowry, isn't it? Not Lowry. But yeah, Lowry's in there as well. The Aussie. Great head of hair. Gruev. Oh, brilliant from Nonsa. That's excellent. Gruev now has played it behind Ramazani. Firpo. No, that's Peru, man. Look how slow he is. Honestly, he's walking. He's the slowest man. It looks like he's like running through sellotape. Do you know what I mean? Just getting just stodgy. Rothwell. Aronson. I don't even know Aronson's still on the pitch. Plays it behind Firpo. Firpo puts the ball in. Gruev does well. Good header. Aronson. Rothwell looks for it again. Ramazani goes for it. Oh, see, he is. Oh, where did he have that shot? Did he have it in the center of the pitch? But he couldn't play number 10. Look, gets the ball in the center of the pitch. None of them are shooting. Ramazani gets hold of it, foot out, bang, whips it round. It's a good save from Gunn. I actually think it hit the post. The guy's him. He is him. Do you know what I mean? He needs to be starting every single game, man. We need to get this guy on the pitch. And who's coming on? It's Gilaboggi for Rothwell, the standard sub. But yeah, man, you've got to get Ramazani on this pitch. I just love how like individualistic he is. Do you know what I mean? He just does things off his own record. Like, you know, we always talk about how Guardiola's sort of killing the game a little bit because everything is now systematic. I absolutely love how individual Ramazani is in this team. He just plays for himself, and I absolutely love that. Gruev, good ball in, whipped over. A good ball in that from Gruev, actually. It's a corner ball. Yeah, Pete, he is the best player. I agree, mate. I agree he's the best player. I think ability-wise, he's the best player Leeds have. I think he can do things no other player on our team can do. I think Ramazani can do everything our other attackers can do, but I don't think they can do what Ramazani can do. Gruev. Oh, my God. Joe Road on free header. Gilavoggi at the back post. Yeah, it's not been like a star-studded performance or anything, has to be said. Guys, we are going to be here for your instant match reaction as well. Come and it was Peru. Instant match reaction. Come and have a look. Have a few regulars on the aftermatch, so make sure you come and join for that one, everyone, as always. Ball over. Rodon gets rid. Firpo. Ooh, gets caught out a little bit. And wins a goal kick. Well done, Firpo. Well done. Back to the drawing board for Thorup. I think Norwich will be all right, though. I still think they're going to have a top 6 push. I think Jurasek being back as well is going to be big for them. Yeah, I think that's going to be big for them. I say being back, being actually registered. Taking care of business, haven't we? That's that. So we've got 4 minutes added on, everyone. Yeah, but Gabe, he's been class, mate. Bogle's been so good. He's been absolutely brilliant. We've spawned another Somerville out of nowhere. Yeah, man, I agree. It's just kind of one of those, isn't it, where we've just got it done. It's another one of those where Leeds have just got it done. Bogle should rest to Connor. So boring. I'm being attacked so on a Facebook post. I'm not surprised, Chris. I respect you, mate. You remember and you're always here, but mate, you've got to find solace in the fact that we've won this game. It's not been great, but it is what it is, mate. We can criticize, but Chris, man, we're top of the league. And I know what you're saying, man. I know what you're saying. I get it. But we are top of the league, buddy. That's how you got to see it. That's all that matters right now, innit? If you're not happy now, mate, when are you going to be happy? Because the thing is, bud, we get to the Premier League and we're getting absolutely battered. That's what you got to think, Chris. We get to the Prem, we're getting battered week in, week out, really. And the objective is to just stay in the division. So it's not going to be a fun year next year if we did get back to the Premier League. So I think you got to enjoy it, mate, as much as we can, really, because the destination isn't all it. Ramzani. Aronson. Good turn. Pass it now. Poor ball from Peru. Bogle does really well. Good feet. Leeds win a corner. Excellent from Bogle. Excellent from Bogle. What a performance from him as well. Full time. Good result. Good result, says Graham. That is that. Won't even let us take a corner, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, well, unlucky to you, Shaney. There's stuff to build on there, bud. Stuff to build on. But yeah, guys, we are going to be heading over, obviously, to the reaction, as you know. But I'm going to just get onto this for a little bit as well. Leeds beating Norwich 2-0. Thank you so much, everybody. We are going to be on the instant match reaction, so I will see you there. Make sure you like before you leave, guys. Cheers.